In this lesson we will talk about the Health Canada directorates that manage product reviews. We will focus on Therapeutic Products Directorate and Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate. Lesson Objectives. After this lesson you will learn the organization of the two review bureaus in Canada. Learn the responsibilities of Therapeutic Products Directorate. Be able to explain the responsibilities of Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate. Be able to describe the functions of the different divisions under Therapeutic Products Directorate. Be able to discuss the role of the different centers that fall under Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate. Be able to describe how the activities of Therapeutic Products Directorate and Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate are managed. The two directorates involved in the review of prescription products are Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate and Therapeutic Products Directorate. In the next 13 slides I will talk about Therapeutic Products Directorate. Therapeutic Products Directorate applies the Food and Drug Regulations and the Medical Devices Regulations under the authority of the Food and Drugs Act to ensure that the pharmaceutical drugs and medical devices offered for sale in Canada are safe, effective and of high quality. Therapeutic Products Directorate consists of 15 offices and bureau. Director General's Office, Bureau of Cardiology, Allergy and Neurological Sciences, Bureau of Gastroenterology, Infection and Viral Diseases, Bureau of Metabolism, Oncology and Reproductive Sciences, Bureau of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Bureau of Policy, Science and International Programs, Good Review Practices, Medical Devices Bureau, Office of Planning, Performance and Review Services, Office of Clinical Trials, Office of Patented Medicines and Liaison, Office of Risk Management, Office of Submission of Intellectual Property, Regulatory Affairs, Regulatory Project Management Division. Offices and bureau involved in reviews are the Bureau of Metabolism, Oncology and Reproductive Sciences, the Bureau of Gastroenterology, Infection and Viral Diseases, the Bureau of Cardiology, Allergy and Neurological Sciences, the Bureau of Pharmaceutical Sciences, the Office of Clinical Trials, the Office of Risk Management. The Bureau of Metabolism, Oncology and Reproductive Sciences is comprised of the Reproduction and Urology Division, Division of Antineoplastic Drugs, and Metabolic and Musculoskeletal Drugs Division. Responsibilities include, but are not limited to, the clinical, preclinical and labeling review of drug submissions indicated for use in or as hormone replacement, contraceptives, menopause, erectile dysfunction, oncology which includes hormone-based therapies, diabetes, obesity, osteoporosis and musculoskeletal anti-inflammatories. The Bureau of Gastroenterology, Infection and Viral Diseases is comprised of Division of Anti-Infective Drugs, Disinfectants Unit, Gastroenterology Division, AIDS and Viral Diseases Division, Non-Prescription Drug Evaluation Division. The Bureau of Gastroenterology, Infection and Viral Diseases responsibilities are not limited to the following: the clinical, preclinical and labeling review of drug submissions indicated for use in or as anthelminthics, antifungals, antibacterials, antibiotics, sterile diluents, antiherpetics, AIDS, influenza, cytomegalovirus, hepatitis B and C, antidiarrheals, antispasmodics, anti-ulcers, colitis therapy, digestive aids, ophthalmics for macular degeneration and glaucoma, contrast agents and antidotes or poison treatments. The Bureau of Gastroenterology, Infection and Viral Diseases responsibilities continued. The Bureau's responsibilities include the evaluation of pre-market applications and the management of all issues related to non-prescription drugs, including DIN applications for products subject to Category 4 monographs and to labeling standards. The Bureau of Cardiology, Allergy and Neurological Sciences. This bureau contains the Cardiorenal Division, Allergy and Respiratory Drugs Division, and Central Nervous System Division and Cough and Cold. Responsibilities of Bureau of Cardiology, Allergy and Neurological Sciences include, but are not limited to, the clinical, preclinical, and labeling review of drug submissions indicated for use in or as neurology, anesthesiology, pain management, psychiatry, obesity, substance-related disorders, hypertension, vasodilators, myocardial ischemia, stroke, diuretics, antithrombotics, anticoagulants, antiplatelets, plasma expanders, dialysis, immunosuppressants, allergy, asthma. The Bureau of Pharmaceutical Sciences is responsible for the chemistry and manufacturing review as well as the evaluation of clinical comparative bioavailability data, including but not limited to bioequivalence studies for all submission types of all therapeutic classes of pharmaceutical products. The Bureau of Pharmaceutical Sciences responsibilities also include the assessment of pharmaceutical product information and labeling of generic product submissions, and DIN applications for prescription drug products. The Bureau also performs highly specialized research activities in the area of analytical testing and dissolution. The Office of Clinical Trials is responsible for managing and evaluating information related to clinical trial applications for drug products used in Phase 1, 2, or 3 clinical trials. This includes but is not limited to receiving and reviewing clinical trial applications, serious unexpected adverse drug reactions, and providing guidance to all relevant stakeholders. The Office of Risk Management has a wide range of responsibilities which include providing scientific and medical advice on cross-cutting medical issues related to pharmaceuticals and administering the Special Access Program for pharmaceuticals, biologics and radiopharmaceuticals. The office also provides coordination on drug safety issues for Therapeutic Products Directorate.
In this part of the lesson I will talk about Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate. Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate is the Canadian federal authority that regulates biological drugs, products derived from living sources, and radiopharmaceuticals for human use in Canada, whether manufactured in Canada or elsewhere. Some of the products regulated by Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate include blood and blood products, hemostatic agents, bacterial and viral vaccines, hormones, enzymes, cytokines, monoclonal antibodies, allergenic extracts, gene and cell therapies, tissues, and organs. The Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate also oversees the activities of the blood establishments. Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate consists of the following centers and one office as well as others not relevant for this lesson: Center for Blood Tissues and Organs Evaluation, Center for the Evaluation of Radiopharmaceuticals and Biotherapeutics, Center for Vaccine Evaluation, the Office of Regulatory Affairs. Center for Blood Tissues Organs Evaluation is responsible for the regulation of biologics, including but not limited to blood and blood products, cells, tissues, organs and xenografts. Key functions include the evaluation of submissions provided in support of product quality, safety, and effectiveness, development of laboratory standards and methods, pre-approval on-site evaluations in support of submission review, and managing the lot release program for biologics. Center for the Evaluation of Radiopharmaceuticals and Biotherapeutics is responsible for the regulation of biologics and radiopharmaceuticals, including but not limited to gene therapies and somatic cell therapies, hormones, monoclonal antibodies, enzymes, allergenic extracts, the clinical review of vaccine products and cytokine products. Key functions include the evaluation of submissions provided in support of product quality, safety, and effectiveness, development of laboratory standards and methods, pre-approval on-site evaluations in support of submission review, and managing the lot release program for biologics. Center for Vaccine Evaluation is responsible for the regulation of biologics. Specifically the chemistry and manufacturing evaluation in support of product quality of vaccine products as well as the lot release program for vaccines products. Office of Regulatory Affairs provides screening, regulatory and project management support for all biologic and radiopharmaceutical submissions in Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate. Additional functions include the regulatory review of product labeling for biologics and radiopharmaceuticals. Regulatory project managers have been assigned to each review bureau and Therapeutic Products Directorate in an effort to streamline administrative processes and expedite drug submission review. Sponsors with questions about the status or progress of their Therapeutic Products Directorate submission should contact the regulatory project manager associated with the review division, or the senior regulatory project manager in that review bureau. Regulatory project officers have been assigned to each submission in Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate in order to streamline administrative processes and submission review. Information is provided to sponsors while maintaining the confidentiality of the process and without preempting the final decision of the department on the disposition of the submission. Sponsors with questions about the status or progress of their Biologics and Genetic Therapies Directorate submission should contact the relevant Regulatory Affairs Division. To prevent reviewers' time from being used by repeated calls from sponsors, the regulatory project managers or regulatory project officers serve as the primary points of contact between the review bureau and the submission sponsor. This lesson was brought to you by the Royal Canadian College of Distance Education. Thank you for listening. For more videos on regulatory affairs, check on our website at http://rccdistance-education.com